EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us about 20 miles south of downtown L.A. at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Indianapolis Colts and our home team. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set 70, Indy.
Yeah.
Ready.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Space to maneuver at the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Check 26, check 26, check!
Get it!
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Down! 50, plant!
Right there, 54 Mike. Hey, let's get off the field, D.
Leo!
You got
go!
A give right side now to Hunt.
Undercrush.
Finding room inside the 40. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a dump off here complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 38-yard line.
Come on, set! 15, Lonnie. Blue draw, Corkers. Buzz!
2nd and 11.
Watch out.
Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 24-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
I'm going.
Pilot, 64, lead grip.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Let's go, baby.
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's a gain of a yard.
So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. Badgley's kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
56. Check 56. 65. 65.
Greystone travel.
Showing 8. Showing 8. Check.
On 2.
On 1st down, Taylor. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain. This week 1 matchup between the Colts and the Chargers. There are a couple of ties between the two franchises. Of course, Colts head coach Frank Reich, he spent 2 seasons as the Chargers offensive coordinator in 2014 and 15. Then he would have 2 years as the Eagles OC before coming to Indianapolis. But also, Colts fans, they do not have good memories of the 2007 and 2008 seasons, both times losing to the Chargers in the playoffs when they felt like they had a team that could have gone to the Super Bowl. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started.
Here we go.
First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Eason. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Right here. Let's go.
Hey, lock it.
Check 24. Check 24. Slam. 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 Check
61. Matchbox lights.
Quick the edge. Quick the edge. Come.
Ready.
2nd and 15. Finding Paris Campbell, and there's Campbell's first NFL catch. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hatch it. Watch quick.
Get it.
This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ready. 90 Wolf.
56. I want that. Give me that ball.
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage.
Ready up.
Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
I'm coming for you, son.
Smooth.
Mike's
Hey. Go.
From the gun, Eason. He's going to let this go for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Ready, break.
The Charger drive about to get going. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, baby.
Intended for Hunter Henry. Incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you.
To throw again. Herbert gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 70.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Chargers 3, Colts nothing.
Down. 60 outlaw.
Watch the run. Watch.
Hey, wahoo.
Check 9.
Now.
Motion.
Lead grip.
Running on first down, Eckler.
Fly to the ball. Run.
Austin
Jamal
Eckler,
Sheard on the stop.
Break.
Jamal Sheard on the
Easy
stop.
work. It's easy.
80 weapon.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Hey, exit.
53. Mike 53.
5.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he's got this down to the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
On the double.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's keep moving. Converge. Out.
Shoot.
Now Hunt. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Ready.
Kenny Moore brought him down.
Too fast, baby.
A gain of 5
X3.
brings up
218.
2nd
Chop.
and 5
Look at me.
at
Zipper.
the 30-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
Go now.
They come up
50,
now,
plant.
3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
58, right over
Yep.
there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey.
Now.
Back to throw. Herbert. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Charger field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
Badgley able to knock this one through. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Come on,
The
set.
Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Here we go. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Keep it up.
Hey. High 7.
56. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Get it.
Looking to throw on second down. Eason. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They'll try and sneak it here. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Well, that wound up backfiring. Instead of handing it to your workhorse fullback or running back, they went quarterback sneak, and now they have to punt it away.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Delta.
They'll run for it with Hines. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
Let's go.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Gone.
Bang.
Quick throw here to Hilton. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Ready. Hey, Foxtrot.
All you get is a headache.
On 1st down, Eason. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not lapping it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, Herbert. Flush to his right. That one is caught by Hunt. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Set the tone, defense.
Cover.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Fan. Shoot.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. That throw into the arms of Allen. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
70, Indy.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Sam off. Ready.
They run right side with Hunt.
Hey, alert 3.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Not today, you are.
Hey, you're out.
25. Check 25. Check 25. Whip.
Off the play fake. Eason sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call.
Let's go, baby.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Alert flare.
Greystone, travel.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey.
Now a give, right side. It's Taylor.
Alert 3.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a good run. Probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Looking to throw on second down. Eason. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Taylor. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Shift. Check. Shift. Watch the shift.
Rock it.
Looking to throw. Eason. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
6 guys.
Yes, yes. Ready, ready.
To throw on second down, Eason. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Time they were in zone coverage as a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Ready, ready.
2nd and 9.
60 or.
At the 11-yard line.
Watch the screen.
Go.
58, boys. 58. 58 is Mike. Here we go.
Go, go.
58 is Mike. 58.
Go.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert has got it to Williams. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I got it. 58.
Buzz, buzz.
58 to Mike.
Go.
To throw on third down. Allen. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen taking it in. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
You.
Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 13-0.
Is good. Makes the score Chargers 13, Colts nothing.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. Third down here.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Mike's 49.
Throwing on third and long. Eason, that's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. Back to throw. Eason. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And the Colts.
The last drive he threw the pick, but He's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Trey Burton there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 13-7.
Chargers 13, Colts 7.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
Ready up.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Here we go, here we go. 10-2 stop.
Mike, 54. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Hey, Zoo. Hey.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Here we go.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Switch gears. Kill.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 39. He's the guy, Mike Williams, that the Chargers took 7th overall a couple of years ago. Battled injuries as a rookie, but in full health last year, he caught 43 passes with a knack of really finding the end zone. 10 of those 43 catches went for touchdowns. On first down, Hunt. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll try the right side with Eckler. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Kill.
3rd and 2.
58, boys, 58.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here is Eckler. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. It's Xavier Rhodes there in on the stop.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check 50. Check 50.
Leo.
Now a give right side. It's Hunt. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Let's go now. 30 base.
Mike, 58, right there.
Here we go.
6-6, bullet high. Now.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Badgley able to punch this one through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game, his 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
25-yard line.
Come on,
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Eason. This one into the hands of Burton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. On 1st and 10, Eason. And the catch made by Hilton. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally. He's got Burton here. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Ball as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. It's going to be a long day.
Hey, lock it.
It's going to be a long day. Check 24, check 24. Watch 24.
2nd and 3. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Here we go.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Looking to throw. Eason. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Trey Burton, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. The extra point, not exactly a thing of beauty, but it does ricochet home, and that will get them one closer. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Here's Hunt. And he's got room. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Kareem Hunt, 63 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a two-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Delta.
36, 36.
Slam. Check. Crunch. Now.
To throw again. Eason. Escaping the pressure right. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Foxtrot.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Come on. Ready?
Throwing on first down. Eason, he's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell with his first career touchdown in his first career game. As they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point safely through. And that will shave one more off this lead. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be taken in by the Chargers, and it appears they're going to win this football game. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep.
And he's across for the touchdown, and in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Badgley on for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Is good. Makes the score Chargers 30, Colts 21.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Complete to Hilton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. I got him. Say. Back.
On first down, Eason. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. He was looking for the rookie Paris Campbell. And now it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Let's go
So
now.
second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Stop here, D.
49's the mic. Watch 49.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hit it.
49.
Throwing again. Eason looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, D.
Deep river.
Operating from the gun. Eason, he's going to let, and it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their home